Man, you got me messed up, Bridget.
Y'all, I have to record him, y'all. He's doing too much.
What?
You doing too much.
You had him you sit up here, go to an Usher concert. You let him put cherries in your mouth,
what
Bridget.
What are you saying?
You let him. I'm your husband.
Usher.
And you recording me?
It's just
you recording me?
Yes,
I
am recording
you.
I'm going to use
tell
this
everybody
evidence to show people how you are always operating in your feminine energy. Again, yes, you're constantly in your feminine energy. I cannot deal. I cannot. Look at you. Get it together,
you let
Cedric.
him stuff cherries down your throat. You let Usher put cherries in your mouth. And you talking about feminine energy?
Babe, everybody did that. What's wrong with you?
You talking about feminine?
Yes. Yeah. Hey. I have to do this because you're just dramatic.
Whatever.
Overly dramatic. What is your problem? What do you think you're? Get back in this. Get in this house. Get in here. Leaving me? You could never. You could never leave me. What is your problem?
You know what? You know what? Anything but that. You embarrassed me. You sent that. You did.
You just make sure that's what. You just make sure that's what you want to do. You don't think that I can have somebody in your place?
You're married.
8 ways from Sunday. Do you understand? Do you understand me?
You're married,
okay,
woman.
I understand. I understand. The only thing you should be embarrassed about is your behavior. You're out here acting like a whole female.
I'm gone.
Get back in. I'm not going to beg you. I'm
gone.
What I'm not going to do is beg you.
Okay, all right. See you later. Yeah, divorce papers be in the mail.
Oh, so you're going to do another man a favor? You're going to do another man a favor? Guess what? Who you think worried?
Oh my God, yo, man. First of all, she was dead wrong for that. First of all, you go to an Usher concert and doing all that crap with the cherry, you know you married, you dead wrong. Second of all, bro, she don't give a damn about you, bro. She don't give a damn about you, man. Get the divorce papers, end the story, man. Because if she gonna do that to Usher, man, she probably do it with Pookie and Ray Ray too. So it ain't, bruh. Get the divorce, end the story.
I seen a black woman make a post or tweet, whatever it was, talking about Jordan Peele and Childish Gambino make projects about black people and black struggles and go home to a white wife. It's so many layers I can touch on about this. But let's just touch on the basic layers. Jordan Peele and Childish Gambino are some weird ass black dudes. They are. Have you seen Childish Gambino and Jordan Peele before they got famous? A black woman would talk to them like straight up. And why black women only get mad when the brother got money and date outside his race? He don't even got to be disrespectful. It's only when he got money. I never seen a black woman get mad about a white woman dating a broke black dude. They say thank you for taking them off our hands because we don't need no broke man. Which you shouldn't. You should need a broke man. Nobody need a broke man. But when you see people like Jordan Peele, Childish Gambino, like people that look like Shamit Moore, and like when you see people that look like them people, like those, they probably try to talk to black women first. I'm not saying disrespect black women at all, but black women weren't gonna talk to them. Y'all know y'all wasn't. Like, black women definitely wouldn't talk to Shamit Moore still because he just weird, but like Childish Gambino and Jordan Peele, they probably got a more of a chance, but they wouldn't still be the black women first choice. For example, black women, go find a black man that's playing a Nintendo Switch or a Nintendo game in public with a Deadpool hoodie on. Go talk to him. That man will love you with all of his heart.
I mean, he right though. A lot of times, sisters will look over the nerd dude. They'll look over a dude because he probably look weird or he may be have a weird vibe about him. And you know, Childish Gambino, Shamar Moore, whatever. All these guys, when they were struggling, you wouldn't talk to them. But now that they successful, you mad that they dating outside their race. I mean, at the end of the day, you don't want no broke man. You don't want no broke man. But you know, a lot of black women wouldn't date these dudes. And there's a lot of these black dudes out here that, you know, that are fit that archetype, and they're not going to date them because they know for a fact that's not their type. They want the more masculine, more macho, more alpha male type. Those guys that are Childish Gambino and those other guys, they don't fit that archetype. The women ain't going to talk to them. So the white chick like, hey, I see the value in this man. I'm going to go and marry him and end the story.
I'm happy we're finally addressing the elephant in the room about how black men can't read and write. I'm finally happy we're having this conversation, because that's one of the biggest problems we have in dating is the fact that black men lack the intellectual capacity to even understand what a lot of women are saying. They think when you're talking about 50-50 provider, they only know struggle. Like, they can't see outside of, like, they don't understand, comprehend entrepreneurship, because people think entrepreneurship, they think of street code. They think of all the street code. They think of you have to become a rapper. You have to become an athlete. Like, and I only say this because I grew up in two worlds. In the African community, it's different, because I would say African culture, like, education goes both ways. We don't have there's no sexism in education for Africans, especially being Nigerian. Both genders are raised to be intellects. But in the black American culture, because I don't even date black American men. And I know that sounds fucked up, but like, whenever I try to talk to black American men, my intellect or where I am, it doesn't match. The ratio doesn't match, because they don't, I don't even want to say they don't have the opportunity. It's just, they don't go for education. They think it's not cool to read and write. They think it's not cool to read a book. I had a best friend who couldn't read. Graduated college, couldn't read. And I'm not trying to be funny. Like, dating problems we have is because black men can't read and write.
No. The reason why y'all have so many issues with men is because y'all don't see the signs. Dudes can read and write. Y'all just don't see the signs. Some dudes will play y'all. I don't care if they got a master's degree, or I don't care if they don't know how to read and write. So this whole thing that, dating is because black men can't read is a bunch of BS. And she knows a bunch of BS. If you don't want to date a black American man, go ahead and date the Nigerian guy, date the white guy, date those type of guys. Ain't got no problem with it. But at the end of the day, don't put that on because men can't read and write. That's some BS for real, because I know I got my degrees and I can read and write, and I have no problem finding a chick.
Ladies, a man sees more value in a woman that he has to pursue and go after, that he has to do the calling, that he has to do the texting, that he leads in asking her out. The more you allow him to lead and pursue and not act like you're going after him, the less you pay him attention, and the more you act scarce, meaning that you're not all in, the more a man looks at you as valuable. The more you hold out, the more value he sees. Value is based upon how you let him pursue you. You lose value when you go after him. You lose value when you do all the calling. You lose value when you do all the running after and chasing. Run after no man. Let him pursue you, and he will look at you as valuable. GregDavisShow.com. Go get my book bundle and tell him go with
it. I mean, I agree with some of the points the OG said. Now, ladies, let a man pursue. I'm the type of guy, if I like a woman or I love a woman or I want a woman, I'm going to pursue. I'm going to do everything in my power to pursue. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I was raised. Now, all this, you be scarce. Nah, because if you're scarce and you act like you're not interested, I'm going to pull back. If I'm pursuing you and you're not giving me any inkling that you're interested, I'm going to pull back. And a lot of women tend to say, well, why is he pulling back? Because you're not showing any interest. Because if a man pursues, it's like, okay, if I make a move and you're not making a move back, then I'm going to keep on pursuing. I agree. Let a man lead. Let a man pursue. But a lot of times women don't get that. And this is why you don't have good relationships right now.
I'm on my way to a paid date with a 7-year-old. I've been on a handful now of paid dates, and this is probably the oldest I've ever done. I was a little apprehensive to do it just because he is so much older, but I need some extra spending money for Vegas this weekend, so fuck it, why not? I just got back from Siesta Keys. I've been traveling so much this summer, so it could not hurt to make a little bit of extra spending money. And before anyone fucking says some shit about me being a bop, I literally don't do anything with these guys. Like, this is literally the only thing I do is go on paid dates. I would never ever do anything else. And they genuinely just want some company. They just want some human connection. Sometimes they're just in town on business. Like, that's really all it is. And and I'm only there for like an hour, hour and a half. The whole time in completely public places, I would never ever go to the hotels or anything like that. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Plus, I'm fucking celibate right now, so fuck all that. Like, I'm literally focused on the money, my friends, family, and God at the end of the day, okay? That's all I really need at the end of the day.
So basically, you're... I tell women all the time, the dude's gonna pay you to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you not to make your money, but for you to say that you're not doing anything with any of these dudes, you may not be doing stuff with a couple of these dudes, but there's a couple of dudes, if they paying you that high earned money, you giving it up. I'm keeping it a buck. I know if I'm paying you $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 and I ain't getting nothing, oh hell nah. But hey, that's me. You got some dudes who are simps like that, but salute to her for getting her money, but wouldn't be me though.
So I'm watching Farmer Wants a Wife, and I'm literally like, is this not what dating today feels like? There's one really smart, handsome, attractive guy, and then like 10 amazing women per man. I'm not on dating apps anymore, but when I was, you just know like the women to male ratio of like amazing women is just always so outnumbered. And then also I'm a Christian, so it's like I just saw this video where she was like, why are women outnumbering men in the church? I'm just like, I don't know, like that is how like the dating market is felt to me. Just like the job market, there are not enough good jobs for the number of people that are educated and want to be employed. And I'm not saying like there's not enough good men, I just feel like I see more women that are ready to get married, that have their stuff together, than I come across men who aren't already married or already in relationships. And so I think reality TV, it feels more like reality, especially when it comes to these shows like The Bachelor, Farmer Wants a Wife, Love is Blind. It feels so much more realistic than like just watching one couple one-on-one date. Like today, it just literally feels like, I know a lot of women talk about having rosters. I personally don't believe in that. It's just not my thing. But I personally feel like men have so much like advantage and leverage in this dating time, just because there's just so many great dateable women right now, just marrying women, like women that anyone would want to be with.
Okay, so basically you're saying that there are more available women out there than men. I don't think so. I think there's a lot more men out there than women, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because the thing is that women want a particular man. Women like this lady right here, she wants a particular man. And when you want a particular man, you have all these different things that you want. He has to be tall, he has to have money, he has to look a certain way, he has to be in shape, he has to have a particular job, all these types of things that probably 80% of the men don't even match. And when 80% of the women want only 20% of the men, the 20% of the men, they got their pick of the litter. And the sad thing is a lot of women won't give these other 80% of men a chance. And those are the guys that you may end up, in the long run, being in the happiest relationship with. But hey, she's young, she's in her prime, she's gonna realize as she get older that all those qualifications that she wants, it's not gonna happen. Also, the church, I'll tell you about the church. The church is a scam. 1000%. I believe in God, I believe in Allah, but the church is a scam. It's your boy Jay here with another video. Make sure the like button, make sure the subscribe button. Until next time, I'm out.